What if the X-Men's powers weren't the whole story? Some mutants have experienced a shocking evolution, gaining new abilities that make them even more dangerous. From turning into indestructible beings to controlling energy in ways you won't believe, these secondary mutations push their powers to the edge. But not every mutation comes without a price. Stay tuned as we reveal the 8 most powerful secondary mutations in X-Men history. You'll see how these unexpected changes turn some mutants into near unstoppable forces. Who's at the top of the list? You'll want to find out. Emma Frost, Diamond Form. Emma Frost is a powerful mutant known for her telepathic abilities, which let her read and control minds. But what makes her stand out even more is her secondary mutation. She can transform her entire body into a nearly indestructible diamond form. This makes her incredibly tough in battle because she becomes super strong and almost impossible to hurt. When Emma changes into diamond form, she loses her telepathic powers temporarily, but in return, she gets amazing physical protection. Her diamond body can withstand bullets, explosions, and extreme temperatures. Even though she can't use her mind powers in this state, her diamond form makes her one of the hardest mutants to defeat. This ability has saved her and her teammates many times, as it allows her to jump into the thick of a fight without worrying about getting injured. Her diamond form also makes her immune to most physical attacks, making her a valuable member of the X-Men team. Beast, Feline Transformation. Beast, also known as Hank McCoy, is one of the X-Men's smartest members. His primary mutation gives him superhuman strength, speed, and agility, along with his blue fur and sharp senses. But over time, Beast's body evolved even further due to a secondary mutation. His secondary mutation caused him to take on a more feline or cat-like appearance. This change made him even faster and stronger than before, with sharper claws and enhanced agility. While he already had incredible abilities, this mutation made him even more dangerous in combat, allowing him to move swiftly and strike with more power. Beast's transformation didn't just affect his physical abilities. His senses, such as hearing and sight, also improved, giving him a big advantage in battle and in tracking enemies. Although this more beastly appearance might make him seem more animalistic, Hank McCoy remains a brilliant scientist with a kind heart. His combination of brains and brawn, enhanced by his secondary mutation, makes him a crucial part of the X-Men team, balancing intelligence with incredible physical power. Iceman, full-body ice transformation. Iceman, also known as Bobby Drake, is a mutant with the power to create and control ice. His primary ability allows him to freeze objects, shoot ice blasts, and even build structures made of ice. But his secondary mutation takes his powers to an entirely new level. Bobby's secondary mutation gives him the ability to transform his entire body into living ice. This change makes him almost invincible, as his ice form can withstand serious damage and even completely reform if broken apart. In this form, he no longer needs to worry about getting hurt like a regular human. Not only does he become incredibly strong and durable, but his control over ice also becomes much more powerful. When Iceman is in his ice form, he can generate extreme cold temperatures and manipulate large amounts of ice without tiring. This ability makes him a formidable opponent in battle, able to freeze entire environments or create powerful weapons out of ice. His transformation allows him to push his powers further than ever before, making him one of the strongest mutants on the team. Colossus, whose real name is Pyotr Rasputin, is a mutant with the ability to transform his body into organic steel. In this form, he becomes incredibly strong and nearly indestructible, making him a powerful force in battle. His primary mutation gives him immense physical strength and durability, allowing him to take on even the toughest opponents. But during a specific event, Colossus temporarily bonded with the Phoenix Force, a cosmic entity of immense power. This was his secondary mutation, which amplified his steel form and strength to unbelievable levels. With the Phoenix Force, Colossus could manipulate cosmic energy, giving him powers far beyond his usual abilities. Polaris Polaris, also known as Lorna Dane, is the daughter of Magneto and shares his ability to control magnetism. Her primary mutation allows her to manipulate magnetic fields, letting her move metal objects, create force fields, and fly by controlling the Earth's magnetic field. This makes her a strong and versatile mutant. Polaris's secondary mutation gives her an even greater advantage. She develops a magnetic energy aura. This aura surrounds her and boosts her control over magnetism, making her even more powerful. With the aura active, she can manipulate larger objects with ease, defend herself without needing to concentrate, and create stronger force fields. The magnetic aura also acts as a shield, protecting her from physical harm and making it harder for enemies to reach her. This secondary ability enhances her primary powers, giving her more precision and strength when controlling magnetic forces. As a result, Polaris becomes one of the most skilled and powerful mutants when it comes to using magnetic energy, able to rival even her father Magneto in some situations. Rogue is a mutant with the ability to absorb the powers, memories, and even life force of anyone she touches. Her primary mutation allows her to temporarily take on the abilities of other mutants or humans, but this power has always been hard for her to control. Whenever she touches someone, she absorbs their abilities without choice, which has made her life difficult. Her secondary mutation changes everything. Over time, Rogue develops the ability to control the powers she absorbs. This means she can decide when to use the abilities she's taken from others, without losing control or accidentally hurting someone. This newfound control makes her far more effective in battle, allowing her to use the best powers when needed. With this secondary mutation, Rogue can store multiple abilities at once and switch between them as she fights. This makes her a much more dangerous opponent because she can combine powers and use them strategically. Her ability to control her powers gives her confidence and makes her a stronger, more reliable member of the X-Men team. Jean Grey. Jean Grey is one of the most powerful mutants in the X-Men universe, even without her secondary mutation. Her primary abilities include telekinesis, which lets her move objects with her mind, and telepathy, allowing her to read and control thoughts. But when Jean becomes connected to the Phoenix Force, her powers evolve to an almost unstoppable level. The Phoenix Force is a cosmic entity that amplifies Jean's telekinetic and telepathic abilities to a degree where she can manipulate matter on a global and even universal scale. This is her secondary mutation. Bonding with the Phoenix Force gives her the power to control life, death, and the very fabric of reality. It makes her nearly invincible, able to create and destroy with just a thought. While Jean already has incredible mental abilities, the Phoenix Force makes her one of the most feared and powerful beings in existence. Gambit, also known as Remy LeBeau, has a unique primary mutation that allows him to charge objects with kinetic energy, making them explode on impact. His favorite weapon is playing cards, which he throws with explosive power. While this ability makes him a dangerous fighter, Gambit's secondary mutation occurs when he becomes the Horseman of Death. In this form, his kinetic abilities are enhanced to extreme levels. As the Horseman of Death, Gambit gains the power to charge objects faster and with much more energy than ever before. This allows him to control energy on a larger scale, making him far more deadly in battle. His new form also gives him a darker persona, making him more ruthless and willing to use his powers for destruction. This transformation into death amplifies both his powers and his personality, turning Gambit into a more dangerous and unpredictable opponent. While he eventually returns to his normal self, the time spent as the Horseman of Death shows just how powerful and lethal he can become when pushed to his limits. And there you have it. 8 incredible secondary mutations that took the X-Men's powers to a whole new level. These transformations didn't just make them stronger, they changed the course of battles and even saved lives. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful mutant breakdowns. Thanks for watching.